So we have done our first stream, and we have uploaded it as well, which wasn't that easy, to be honest. The editing and all that, I never did stuff like that before, but it was kind of funny. It was a lot of fun. Either way, it's not like we had anyone in the chat or like really people viewing, so I basically still am talking to myself, which is perfectly fine. I just am thinking to put the chat off for now, because for editing afterwards it's kind of annoying because it's always in the way. So I will put it off for now. Also, I've realized after editing that last time it was a little bit quiet. The audio of the game was a little quiet, so I will try to fix that this time. But anyways, I would say we just start. We will first of all do the second part of Beacon Pines, because we haven't played that to the end yet, and I really want to know how it's gonna turn out. So we will see. I have also realized, I mean, it's not like monetizing is a thing for me yet anyways, but I've kind of realized that I really have to stop cursing. I think I said fuck or f***ing already like 3 times minimum, and I just started streaming a few minutes ago. So yeah, I really have to stop with that. That's really not okay. Okay, anyways, let's 1 second please. I have to put this on the side. Okay. And I'm gonna put myself like this. So it's still in the corner. Oh well, we can put the chat off. But I saw that the how's it called? My ads were all in the way, so you couldn't really read the chat, like afterwards, at least in the YouTube video. So not the chat, like the dialogues. My goodness. I also realized I have to learn a little bit more better English. It's not like I can't speak English. I speak English every day at all times because my boyfriend and I speak English with each other. But I don't know many words. Like I speak the stupidest English there is, I think. So I will try to improve on that. So let's see if the audio even works. I didn't check it before. Is it working? Oh yeah, I think so. Wait, I will put it a little louder, as I said. Okay, so our new task is to catch up with Rollo at the treehouse. I don't think that we have so much anymore, to be honest. I think we have played through almost all of it. But yeah, I'm excited to see if there is a plot twist. Maybe. Well, what is this place anyways? Anyway, so we left off at us being with... Oh, hello. How's her name? Dawn, I think? We left off at being at Beck's house, I think. The cat. And it started raining and it was like super emotional, super sweet and cozy and fun, and we had a great time. Is it loud enough? I think so. But it's not loud enough for me though. 1 second, please. Hello, hello? Hello, where are you? There. Okay. Hey Dawn, tracking down a lead? Oh yeah, she's a newspaper girl, I think. You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, she left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Oh well. Peculiar how? She didn't just give his kids... He did... Oh well, it's a guy. I think I didn't know that the whole time. He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Harris... Is that how you say the name? I have no idea. Sorry, no freaking idea. That Harris had to take on a child as her ward. Wait, what is it now? Is it a man or is it a woman? Now she says her. I am confusion. A kid our age, who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Okay. Solomon? Bingo. So Harris was forced to take care of him? Yep. Or she would have lost everything. Why? I don't understand. So he had like dips on the house, basically? Is that what it was? Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. What does that mean? That explains the way Harris treats him. So I think Harris is the woman and Sharper is the husband, right? Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Exactly, Luca, please. Okay, let's see. It's very dark. I don't appreciate that very much. I am actually afraid of the dark, but you know, probably not, because you don't know me. Anyways. Okay. We have to go to the tree house. This lady is still sitting here. Let's say hello. He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens. This is no time for fractured friendships. Okay. Alright then. Oh! The bad guys. But we don't know that in this universe. But they are the bad guys. Excuse me, what are you doing? I think I have to do the Kermit voice again. Just looking up for the light, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We all are here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. What a worker's man. What a worker's moral. What do you say? Okay, let's go. Rollo, are you still up there? Seems like. I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Excuse me, what? Come back. Never. Do we have a fight?
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times.
Did we do something bad?
One thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? Am I missing something here? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late. Oh yeah, they were supposed to meet and he...
Rollo scoffed.
Okay, got it. The rain held me up. Kinda true. Liar! Well, it's kinda true though. You weren't even home. Yeah, that is... What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Oh no. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere. And I got stuck after dinner at Beck's.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Yeah. But can't they all be Oh. Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. Actually, Rollo, you should meet her. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you. And you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. Are they having a relationship? What the fuck is going on? What? You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise. But it took so long, the storm knocked it all down. No, Rolo. Just like you knocked down our friendship. Why? What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. Okay, maybe not the time now to be like mean, you know. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. 'Cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. I know we have a saying in German, don't think it's an English thing, where you say you bake small breads, kleine Brötchen backen. When you fucked something up, you should do that right now. Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. Excuse me? You can stay out as long as you want. Oh yeah. And you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? Actually, like his parents are gone. You should like a little bit like calm down, please. If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rolo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Drama. Maybe Pa's right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop calling your pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well at least my pa is still around. Ah, okay, I changed my mind, Rolo.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
Okay.
But it was too late.
Yeah, kinda. Luca, Good night, Rolo. Dang it. Well, that went great. I didn't like that task very much. I think we could have skipped that one. Like, it was not necessary. Oh, we're home already? Oh, we go to bed? Okay. Why are we up here when we cannot do anything up here? I don't understand. Please, elaborate. Okay.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Rolo. Oh. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend? Oh. Oh, I'm Rolo. So fucking cringe. Look at me and my amazing family. I think grandma might flip on us if we do this more. Like, kind of fun. Okay, one more. Alright. I think it's time for bed. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Luca? Oh, okay.
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure. Ah, first impression.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
I bet Rolo's still gonna go to the festival. Yeah. It's gonna be miserable. Okay, we have anything to do here? I think otherwise we can go downstairs. We go back to bed. Wait.
Luca dozed off again.
Not sure if that was the right choice. Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. But just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Yeah, that's right. I don't like that either. Okay, but like, we can't just kick around the ball all day. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Wait, am I supposed to kick it there? Yes. Great.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
Oh no, they read that together always. That's the complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modewell. She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told you we weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table. In case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People.
Oh
Luca
no.
leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves?
What?
The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within.
I have another theory. I have a theory that the guy in the suit is his dad. Or his mom. One of those.
Luca's own face looked back at him.
Okay, never mind.
Older, worn, distant.
Or is it time travel or shit? Like he's actually the one doing all this and he's like in a different dimension right now? I don't know.
The sensation was oddly familiar. As if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad.
That sounds like
If you
schizophrenia.
wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Oh. Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Sorry. Got a cough. Fine. Anything I want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit here and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But he
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. That is so important. That's so true. But he said stuff about Dad. Man. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Accept. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. Oh, we go to the festival. Let's go party. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one... Shut it. Just apologize. What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took
So
a deep
adorable, the
breath.
Gran. Okay.
Chapter 6. Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Yeah. I bet he's in the treehouse. Or at there. Maybe at the grave. Let's see. Go around through the flowers here. No. But let's say hello anyways. Oh, we can't. Never mind. Oh. There you are. Luca. Rollo wanted to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you'll be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing I'm more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Yeah. Well. Space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you be brave, go somewhere quiet. Well, he's probably at the treehouse, right? That's what I would expect him. What I would expect him to be. Go out of the way! I want to talk to you all. I have business to attend to. Well, never mind then, I guess. He's not here. Okay. I can also not do anything here. Can chill here, but it's like... Get up. Or in the forest? I think that's our next way. But first of all, let us check some stuff out. I don't want to go fishing again, sorry. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an exuvia. It's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Kinda don't want to talk to him. Welcome to our festival. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech. And the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Let's see what he has to say. Unique New York, unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gap box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Oh shit, I didn't read that. Wait, it's another one of them. Okay, never mind. Just go on. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy. And the season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Pits. I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Based. Okay. Ain't moving. Hate them.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Very mysterious out of him. Hey Jeff, everything alright? Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't ya?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Both. Or are farming together. Okay, great. Okay, bye, Jeff. Every single time. Yep. Wait for it. Wait for what? Oh. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Haha. That's why he's so hateable. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. So, wait. So, our task is... We never opened this, I just realized. Oh, we have a lot of them. What? Okay. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you be brave, go somewhere quiet. I guess still in the woods, right? We will go there. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, I will just do that. Is this a new kid? No. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. Oh yeah, she's the kid that studied the whole time. Okay. I wanted to see what all the festival fuss is about. But I can't help but notice. You still brought your backpack full of books. Look how backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So what you got in there? Books. Piper, you have to take a break. This is not good for you. Wait, are they talking important stuff? I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Shit, my screen is black again. Now will you tell me what you needed it for? I was a favor for an enemy. It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. Okay, got it. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. Okay guys, I'm gonna be off. I'm gonna go to the woods. To an adventure. Oh, the library maybe? The library. Somewhere quiet. Yeah, good point, good point. But he ain't there. I knew it. Hiya, Luca!
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Okay, so, riddle me this. The first. Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, do I have to do this? I will not do that. On planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Ra. Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. On planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue. Is it a book?
Luca grabbed Natural Photography, Volume 5, from the shelf.
Yeah, a different one. This one is not it.
Luca grabbed the Modern Science of Atomic Radiation from the shelf.
No. I don't think that's the one either.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf.
Could be this one.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5.
It's probably that one, right? Wait, what was the thing? Planet far polluted. I don't know. Okay, let's see the other ones that we have here.
Luca grabbed The 5 Pillars of Success from the shelf.
I don't think
Luca
so.
grabbed The Issue with Self-Help, a helpful guide, from the shelf.
Wait, what? Issue? Oh, maybe it's this one. Let's see, what do we have here? The Issue with Self-Help, a helpful guide. Oh, but fuck, it's not the right book. Okay, here's a hint. The word is emphasized. Emphasized are important. The planet helpful, you may take issue. When the 5th king dies, you'll need a tissue. 5th issue. Yeah, okay. I thought that the first time, okay? Please don't be a smartass.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of...
Yes, I know. Just thought it's a little more... I don't know, hidden it. Hello? I'd be ready now, like anytime. Hi, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon toward the end. Did you know? Hank Atomic's shrink array doesn't technically shrink stuff? What do you mean by that? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else? Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Alright, sorry. 1 second, please. Sorry. Please hold. Okay, so, will you like... Oh. Ah, you found it!
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed.
Oh, that's so
The
cool.
Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5.
Yes.
Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. Oh, that was the shit back then, when, like, in the 2000s? Like, 2000 to 2010. That was so cool, these books, like, these diaries. I think I had a diary where I also had this pen with this light where you, like, reveal it. That was so cool. Well, apparently he traded Joff for this purple light bulb. Traded Joff. What do you mean by that? Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift?
He continued flipping.
Only found in Grub. Cards.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift. In. Grub. Card. Griffin. Griffin Grub card. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. Guess you're off then? Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Scavenger. Thanks, Kato. I don't know where that is though, but we will find it. Probably I've been there before. To the left or the right? That's the question. I think it's to the left. I think it's down here. Is it this one? Yes. Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh. Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought I was supposed to be waiting. I thought that was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
That's exactly what he wanted to do as well. He wanted to buy him a corn dog. Yuck. It's cold. Oh yeah, it's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his
that's
teeth.
what I thought.
He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
And pick up when you need some sleep. Near the fountain up the steep
Luca finished
step.
off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. A pickup when you need some sleep. Wait, what was it again? Pick up when you need some pep? Oh, I think I read that wrong. What do you mean by pep? Pick up when you need some pep. Near the fountain up the step. Near the fountain up the step. Got it. Oh shit. Wrong. Up here. Hello. Do you have a riddle for me? There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kid have some fun. Fine. But Rollo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Actually, don't be a party pooper. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. What takes flight but has no wings? What takes flight but has no wings? Oh, hello! Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yeah. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here you've earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
That's adorable. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Look, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rollo, still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. No, but that's not what it meant. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Rollo, I don't deserve you. Oh, stop it. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. That's so smart, Rollo! Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the work can wait one more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Alright, let's go, Rollo. Let's roll. No, I don't do that. Don't do that again. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca,
Actually weird.
some
Why is she
things
sending us a
are going
letter?
to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
Gran, I swear, if you fuck off, I'm gonna be so mad at
None
you.
of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
Gran, I swear. I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
Okay, but, like, that was kind of a concerning letter. What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. I would like to, like, find out if she's alright. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we've been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rollo.
Luca was at a loss for words. But that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue.
What do you mean by that?
A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the
It
fireworks.
was not fireworks.
That was not fireworks.
It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend.
Oh no, stop it.
Something as old and cruel as time itself.
Is the whole town blown up or something? And Grandma's in it? Is Grandma a terrorist?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill.
What just happened?
Before they could react, it encased them in ice.
Yeah, I can see that.
Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together. For the rest of time.
I am so confused right now.
The end.
What does that mean?
No, that can't be.
Yeah,
the
that
ending.
can't be the ending.
It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either.
I won't either, don't worry.
There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Okay. Here we could still do the break, but I mean, we could try. Oh, we have... Huh? I don't know anymore what this scene was, but I think we'll try... Fuck, I messed it up. Oh. Flight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to
Okay,
take
so-
the only option they had left. Flight.
So we're at that scene where this weird, stupid kid is with us, who got like messed up by this green stuff, and all the dashboards, clipboards are here trying to catch us.
He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. You're so cool. See ya, jerks. Fine. We know where that leads them. What do you mean by that? This way. We'll take the tunnels. Oh yeah, there's tunnels. They kidnapped Rollo in one of
Luca
the
and Iggy winced
dimensions.
as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice.
So we find it out. We find it out.
Chapter 5.
Wait, but also in this dimension, I think Rollo is kidnapped, right? I think he's not with us.
Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
Uh-oh. That was actually pretty badass. Uh-huh. I think we lost them. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. Okay, we go this way first. Luca? Luca, are you there? This is the gravestone. This is the tree. Like, where we came from was where the house was.
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo, Kerr. Okay. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in the woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. What? He speaks, the young man of the hour. Wait, who are we to— Oh, Kerr, Mr. Kerr. Okay, got it. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of us with our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. I think that his dad did something for them, but like their ideas were super dangerous, so he died doing the science stuff. And then his mom wanted to revenge him, or he got into an alternative universe or something like that. And his mom wanted to find him or revenge him, and that's how she got lost. But you know this place. Okay, we can't go there. Okay, we have to go back. Here was the house. Oh, that's the tunnels.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. Two faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. Oh shit. What's the readout? Sitting just about 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium causes a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before... my screen turned black again. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. Oh. What's all this? Hard to say with all the snow. Look, guys, do you not recognize it? I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weepwood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. Do we have a branch or something of that sort? Okay, great. Welcome to Beacon Pines.
In disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all the snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. Are you serious? There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of this leads to one source. Think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's get moving. What? Oh, can I throw it at him? Sad. Yeah, oh, and the treehouse is blocked.
The fencing glistened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like stuff they put up around Weepwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know. It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Don't really run. Or, you know, swim around. Okay, yeah. Wait, what the fuck's this? The stuff looks familiar to me. Familiar to you? Yeah, well, it was in your face. Looks like the barrel near the puddle I shoved me into. Yeah.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
It's the old house? There another house at least. Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. What do you want to do then, Iggy? We have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. And everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Okay, then if you want to be a baby, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt.
It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit. Aren't you gonna freeze?
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
Oh no. Grandma definitely knows what's up. She has to. The way the snow covered everything over. It's kind of calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps? I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what the gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
He motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. True. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights?
Iggy shrugged.
He's bored. Something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You won't understand. Oh no. You and Rollo are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn. With his perfect little life. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet and even she already likes you. Well, but he's nice, you know? You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I got that impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Must be raining. It must be raining out here. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
You should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. While we get to the bottom of all of this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what? Yeah.
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. We just wanted to be friends with him.
Smelled of warm bread.
1 second, please. Sorry. By the way, I'm not sure because I started like last time as well. I started streaming and I got 1 viewer at some point. So I'm not sure if because at the beginning when I started there were 0 viewers and at some point there was 1 viewer. So I'm not sure if that's me, but if that is someone that watches, I'm very happy that you're watching. That's really great.
Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what?
Sorry.
The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive.
Who?
The
Dad?
day he chose to abandon us.
Oh no!
Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you.
Oh, that's so
Walt
sad.
calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this.
Ah.
Raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Who are you?
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall.
That a monkey?
It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off
Whether
me!
it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists slowing.
Sorry guys, one second. Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We're asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. Why does she know his name? You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Oh, well, he said his name. Yeah, never mind. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you...
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
The big-headed, scarfy-necked furball. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility. Great, how about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a net and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away.
No! No, don't let her go. Wait. Do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are? You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? For knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here, one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around.
Really? That
with
easy?
eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open
For
them.
a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold,
Oh.
until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place,
Oh.
cold and disheartened.
This is your home. Sorry about that. This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood, or we teleported to some alternate universe, or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons, but this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original true Beacon Pines. What do you mean by that? Is it all just a show or what? You both grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair. But a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to the miraculous thing we call the brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us safe. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source. Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed?
He began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they
He
could...
looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home...
He sprinted off into the pale distance.
But where are you going?
As
What do you
Iggy turned to
mean?
follow, Nat called out,
Iggy. It's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood. Okay, so we go just the way we came from.
Chapter 6. The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to Perennial Harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know.
I thought
Luca
that.
stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you. Oh no, but you've been here, alone in the snow. Ugh. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. What do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Yeah. 1 second, please. Sorry. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Oh no. It's Mr. Kerr. We gotta hide. Yeah. Oh no, it's that guy. Whoever that is. 259 Kate. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? It's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is
He
overrated.
bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey, don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. No, weirdo. Actually, a weirdo. Just moving like that. Here, I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves. Literally, actually. I didn't even think about that.
Through heaving sobs.
No. I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
He gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey. Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover? Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Current, his merry little band of clipboards, pulled off the switcheroo for a reason, right? Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. What if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad, I promise. Let's do this. Locate the source. Okay, let's go. I think we should go back, though, to, like, the one where we are now. So, how do you say? So it doesn't close or something. Like, not that the gate closes and we can never get back. It can get awful cold out there in the woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Helps on the way. Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh heavens no, do I seem like a killer to you? Kind of.
Skeptical look.
Well, do I? Ah, shucks, no, that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. Actually, screw him. Oh, we can't go back here. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Wait a minute. This is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that? Long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Now the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids, the good stuff. Oh, not the wimpy. So why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rollo were doing chores at Rollo's chicken coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primal fireworks. Primo? Primo? I don't know. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. You know what I mean. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on their faces. Rollo got grounded for months. Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. But when I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Wait, so we know the day when that happened? It's the day when the chicken scoop exploded? Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. Oh. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? You really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast off, loser. Oh my goodness. Crooked. Just like this whole stinking place. Crooked. That don't look too good.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa! I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. This is the source. This is the source? It's a dang hole? It does seem a little bit more than just a hole, to be honest, though. How do we smash a hole? Oh, that's a good question. Can't steal it either. No! Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr! Where's Rollo? I wasn't lying before, he's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Oh, shit. Rats, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Great. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh heavens no, my role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you. Now boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene changes. Changes. There, that's better. Deal with them. No, don't throw us in there!
He turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Why is that regrettable? Joke's on you, regret is one of my specialities. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. Up, that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool. Call up your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You all can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll hand these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. No. Well, like
With
this?
a nonchalant look, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Oh well. Oh. Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Oh shit.
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove
No,
forward,
help him!
releasing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
Kick him or something. You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. How, what channel do I use? That doesn't make a damn difference, they're always listening. Oh. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture. Oh, shit. Just let go and save yourself. If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go? Actually.
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? I'll have you know I can still play 25. Mr. Kerr, I'm not sure about that. You should have heard me sing the part of Philly is young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Rum dum dum. Rubbity dum dum. Oh, can you believe this guy?
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
No. I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just a no good bully. No, you're a friend now. Like you, Kerr. Iggy,
Luca
no.
felt his hand slipping.
No, Iggy, please. I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's the only way out of this mess. 2 birds with 1 stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do
Iggy's
this.
voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Luca had no choice but to... Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. Now I have to decide if I refuse or accept. What is the outcome here? Because in the end he will fall anyways. No, I can't do that. Sorry.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket.
Oh, well, that's not what I wanted though.
A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out.
I'm not sure if that was the right decision.
We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end.
No!
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Got it. We have to kill the kid.
Luca had no choice.
Oh,
but
this is
to
so depressing.
accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good. No! This is so
The
sad.
two silhouettes
Why?
were surrounded by darkness.
Oh no, this is so sad. Oh, this is not good for me. Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. So what now? Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Oh, why? Oh shit. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. What? Why? For a little while anyway. How? Tempus liquamine is a peculiar substance. Tempus liquamine. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the junk makes things cold and the fireworks make the whole freeze over? That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think that would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
It will take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all of this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each one of us has a role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my
A
role?
twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn, you're going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow.
Okay.
Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
Huh.
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good?
Yeah, actually.
I was even starting to like Iggy. No
Yeah.
way.
Well, he's
I
dead now.
refuse
That's
to be
kind of
associated
over.
with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
What do you mean by that? Okay, we tried everything here. We cannot do shit here. We can do something here. I don't know if that does anything though.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolla I'd tell him
Lucas
about...
stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise to tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Let's go.
Lucas saw Beck skulking by the gate.
What? So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars
True.
and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Why is she crying? Why is she so excited about this? What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. Okay, let's go. That's Hera's Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Of course they're in it. Shh. Expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. Deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. Quiet. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Wait, what? They're not working together? Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, is that is that his dad? Is that his dad? I think it is. Wow, I was expecting shady. But that's just flat out super villain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of
The
this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
No, it's Grandma! Family!
Chill ran down Lucas' spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into
Eris.
the night.
Okay.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. I was so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit. That was my gran. That was your gran. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get out of the treehouse. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Let's go then. Okay, we finally figured out what Gran has to do with all of this. Last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Maybe. Well, maybe. Or maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need to know, you know it. Absolutely! Feel the sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate. We'll be out your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. Would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the
Actually,
possibility.
I mean, like...
Then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Hello, Mr. Nuncreed. How are you? Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bob right in the kisser. Oh, Grant tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Don't stop with her again. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Yeah, let's go to the treehouse first. We have some business to attend. Attend. Ooh, the cool kids are out. Let's say hello. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks ordered the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer is always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. Where are they there? Go away, you people.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming. It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without
The
you.
mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. Import. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr lopped his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask anyway. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You need to see it right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mary Valentine. Okay, let's go. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, you haven't been here before, probably. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further from here. So, what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo, he's Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fall harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this fall harvest thing is. It's a kinda long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used this fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad patch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. Take it. Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. I take it. Rollo got... Okay, yeah. Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative? Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week, while they decontaminated their groundwater. We better get going. Rollo! It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Okay, got it. Thanks. Hey Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Actually, not bad at all. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Okay. Wait. Do I need to throw something? Okay. Ah, fuck. Oh, shouldn't say that. Ah! Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, just got closer. Got it. Oh, now we're allowed to go up? Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Joff who trades junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Look, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine's warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe there were squatters? I don't think so, it seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. And it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with my Gran. Wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. Clandestine? So, let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine? Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude. Aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. No, Rollo, this is not the time or place for this. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. No! First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask my Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. Okay, that's kinda mean. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know, we haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I've seen her. Look, I don't take this the wrong way, but are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. Sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family, but you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my Gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? It's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. Maybe he should stay there. Not go home. But Gran is nice. I think she just
Secret lair.
There's other reasons.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Alright. What time is it? Someone knocked on the door. Yes, I'm on the way. Okay. Rollo, what on earth is that? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when it cracks this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across.
Yeah. If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for the suckers. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. Oh, she keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Dread. It may already be too late. Just think of the amounts of documents lost to Ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. The closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. She has her berry bushes? Oh yeah. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dish for her in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyways, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss. But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey! Let me just yank on this random teacup and
Beth pulled on one of the teacups. It slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide.
It's a
under
secret
its
door.
own power.
No way. Beck, you're a genius. Seems like a Gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people have secret lairs. Lairs? Evil mastermind, minds, and superheroes. So which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she should have kept herself busy. Is your Gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sorry, I hope this wasn't loud. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncrete has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Arias has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. Her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Well.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
Wait, was Walter his dad? I think, yeah. What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar and dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means,
He
proceed.
stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? It's Mr. Nanquit's name. Wait,
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home can be contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to his report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's conditions follows close behind. Exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Look, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luca slammed the drawer shut.
What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive. And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your grand making? I don't know how to say this word. It's okay. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find
Rollo
out.
casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam. He
Huckleberries.
smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar. And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha.
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca
Oh.
and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A grand jam gram. It says, last minute I used to disguise her errors provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Aw man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad Joe guy around here.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
1 second. Gonna so loud. Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure, Rollo. Wait. Shit, I think I fucked something up. 1 second, please. Oh, yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow
Rollo
it,
carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right
He
to
jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Although that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over here. So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Gulp. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. She's your grandma. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that? No, I heard it too. What was that? That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump,
Yoo-hoo!
thump,
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
thump,
I'm just here to help. Just
thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
huh? Guess it's
Rollo
nothing.
shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out
As
cold.
Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver!
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop. They'd run the classic good cop. Good cop, hard cop. Yeah, like the other one doesn't make sense.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver?
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance.
Oh, I'm getting hungry, by the way.
Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who? Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now, hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or let's just say I'll never need it another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
No. You've tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm not here. I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran? Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He
lord.
shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's
His
where
voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Oh. Oh shit.
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think I went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Now that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff or to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about the source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Okay. What are we here for again? Oh, we don't even have a task. All right. Oh yeah, he can help us. Oh yeah, by the way, I got a coffee, and I got chips that I forgot over there. I got chips. Can never go wrong with that. This is a dang nice library. Oh yeah, she has probably never been there before. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Yes, adorable. Oh, Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet, and I got access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the new Atomic Hank. Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sort of don't know. What do you know on the history of the town? There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Carter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you on the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like...
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford? That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. Oh yeah, true. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Did she die and the gran that is living at our house is not really our gran? Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Uh-oh. Alright, gang. I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
Oh, sorry. Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'd think of something. Let's hope we won't freeze to death like we did
Lucas' heart
before.
was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Oh no.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Yeah. Let's go, let's go. Oh yeah, okay, she hasn't closed the door, so I guess. Oh no. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Lucas' hungry
Oh,
stomach
yeah.
groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
Flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncrete. Okay, now I can think. So, if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Go to sleep. Okay. Really? I think Gran will stand there. No? Okay, great. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
Why?
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Is she dragging us? Rest now and let me handle everything. Oh, okay.
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
What?
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I'm a little slow sometimes.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Okay, let's check first if we need anything here. You try getting into those doors. No. Okay. Should we like check that? It's still open. Okay, the festival. The festival. Let's focus here. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa. Sly devil. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Oh, let's go, let's go. But we're gonna freeze, like...
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing... Hello, big compines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that... oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Aw, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Stuff's so emotional. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I'm tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Yeah, well... What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow, reaps. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so, it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim...
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
Our harvest awaits!
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd.
Yeah, I told them.
Instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again!
No, girl, stop being so dramatic.
No, I don't mean that.
Good.
We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again.
Yeah, we don't have many more
Please.
options anyways. Sly. Okay, we can just take that one and we take either Chill, I think it was, or Sly. Let's use Sly because we didn't have that.
They'd run
before.
the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're that Modwell girl. Please call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
They're so not hidden, by the way. They're like, it's so obvious how they stand in the back. That's fine. That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. You never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck
to...
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence. Ooh.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You're sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. There's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper just missed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. The phone booth. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug,
Bye-bye.
he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf, but all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Password, Rollo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncrete's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's nude rug store. Oh, yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. We do. I do. Oh. Okay, I thought we go somewhere else. Oh, hello. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? No. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man could be late to his own funeral. Would be late to his own funeral. Wait. Wait, where was that again? Was that down? Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Oh, Nuncrete is there. Yeah. I know. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Oh. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to do? Have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think
Gus looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. Yeah, you think? He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings in installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what current Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Ares, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damp backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change, whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of the future, that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Oh, that was bad. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. It's getting late, children. Okay, who the fuck are you to tell me? Us, whatever. Let's go to Mr. Nancreed. Oh, that child.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nancreed. Is he still here? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get that candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though you might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice. But whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. I think sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nancreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to learn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Well, he's right, it's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Guys, it's the telephone! Okay, let's see. Have you ever seen anyone actually using this thing? Besides Mr. Nancreed? No. Well, isn't that
Cupped her
a hint?
hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's new drugstore. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Yes. Alright, let's see there.
Luca
See here.
cracked his knuckles
See then.
and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great. Now what? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate.
What do you mean by that?
Suddenly, the
That
chaotic
cannot be an
descent
end.
slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Okay, good. Good.
The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You know that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue 12 were real? Rollo, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each of these has something written on them. Okay, what do they have written on them? Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure what that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. Ooh. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff? Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Oh, at Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place. This is starting to feel like something big. Look at it. This suit has a broken oh shit. So we have found our mystery warehouse creeper. We've at least found their hazmat suit. It works like a non-creed and talks like a non-creed. Let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. I mean, yeah, could very much be. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking
Okay, Rollo,
buttons.
save the day. Eeny, meeny, huh. Not too bad. Rollo, what did you do? Never mind, not too good. Nothing? I didn't even move yet. Oh, someone comes through. What was that? Hide. Where? There's nothing but weird tubes. Yeah, just go in one. Just get back. Well, Mr. Non-Creed. Shit. 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 Awesome. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets? I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. Oh. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Non-Creed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Oh, his father? Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know your father and I were friends back before
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this. That's a lie. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both held bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Non-Creed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. That's kinda mean to say. He was wrong about one thing though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharp is long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what he needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
Huh? What? You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground liar we've busted into today. Lair? And honestly, hers is way cooler. She got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain? But why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. Yeah, let's go, guys. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. What do you mean by that, Mr. Nuncreed? That did not go how I expected. So... we're totally falling, right? Yeah, totally. See you on the other side. Bye-bye. Let's go. You good? Yep. I love this town.
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Yeah, we're there again. That was intense? Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold? Doesn't look like it got on any of us. Oh. Is what he has parted with? Didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We've got to catch up on Nuncreed. I think he went this way. How do you know? I mean, we know where to go, but this looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Okay, okay. Fast, fast, fast. Maybe we even catch Gran. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rollo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. Actually, I'm starting to believe him at this point. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into be compliant citizen of their choosing. You never really had me. But you very much lost me now here. You get used to it. We should keep moving.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square,
Yeah.
they spotted
Both
Mr.
of them.
Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish.
Shit.
His voice hardened.
That's not true!
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
What was like a brother to me? We just had different ideas about how to effect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. No, that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both
I'm
catching
kind
their
of on his side because I don't trust Gran anymore.
breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
And also he's in love with her, this is kind of sad.
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And in the stillness he began to hum. Hum could be something, but I don't really know what. Weep.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Oh no.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to.
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Well, that just went great, Gran.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca.
Wait,
Her
did she
attempt
save
to
him?
shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
Okay. I think this, there's...
Well, that was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Okay, we do the humming, but yeah, we do this again, but with humming. Let's see if that changes anything.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Oh, this is so sad.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along.
Stop it. Oh.
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
Is that his mother and he's like in disguise? How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Oh my goodness! Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
Oh. You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they have what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard
Luca
truth.
gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. So we just tell everyone? And then what? Nuncreed, come with us. You're a good guy, actually. You just don't know it any better. You don't understand. He always wins. No, not this time. Not this time, Mr. Nuncreed.
9. The devil you know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door bust open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus Liquamen. There were dozens of them, every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
And that is what change is all about. Oh shit. Grabbing the future by the scruff on the neck and making things happen. Change is the choice. I'm tickled pink that we will all be making the choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar! Excuse me? I will not! This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
You think, bitch? We're all there. Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave down for a few years. Town. But while they had us evacuated, Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sneveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please. No! Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable. Excuse me, sir, you will not take us anywhere. So that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. Yeah! Ah, he's coming to our rescue. You two, timing clown. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. Oh, to look the other way. The truth is... What? That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. What? Wait, what? Isn't he a kid? Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's buried and where it doesn't belong. I must confess you look dreadful.
He paused
I
for
must
a
confess.
moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. Is he like, are they like lost in some time frame or whatever? Like, it seems like he's actually the head of them all, and Eleanor also got older, but he got younger. I don't know what's happening. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party, but alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
What is happening? Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
I knew it. Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
Oh, I'm so stupid, of course! It's the green stuff that makes stuff older and younger.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand.
Oh, what a plot
as he
twist!
disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This
Shit.
is a story about change.
Yeah. I see. What? No! Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is our celebration, people. Hey, it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Sharper Valentine Festival, oh my goodness. Huh, wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you're a malicious bastard. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward. Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy. I have you I have you both the greatest gift a parent can give. I gave you. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I am disappointed would be an understatement. But Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting my time, dear. What have you accomplished? I was confused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. Sorrier. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill, Beacon Pines is mine again, and I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of perennial harvest? Ha! You think that puffed up leather skite would have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the
What?
crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
My goodness. Patricie Montesquieu. Oh, wait, isn't that name in there somewhere already? Thespian extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was a patsy the whole time? Now that your secret's out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha, the young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do, given time. And now time is playing. Perhaps the most expensive thing I ever bought. But well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous. a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end.
But this also doesn't feel right.
This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now.
Yeah.
You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
Okay, so we don't have any more options here. Here would have been chill, but yeah, maybe no, 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 no. Malice. Let's try this one. There was a malice, but it wasn't. Let's try it
There
anyways.
was a malice lurking behind those eyes. Like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over. Of course, I'm sure it will. Of course, I'm sure it will. It will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolla at the
Luca
treehouse.
twisted free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day? You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Do we have to do the whole story again now? Because I am not really in the mood for that. We will see. Oh shit. Oh shit. Didn't read it. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to be old. I agree. This is a more than a little sad. Oh, more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It would be a shame if
The
someone...
two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
But you're the villain anyways. Okay, anyways. Let's go to the treehouse. Oh. Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modewell. I work here now. I'm unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in earlier tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Clearance. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Oh shit. Okay, treehouse, right? Rollo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo! Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace. Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket. A keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. You made me proud, Buckaroo. Luca turned to face him. Dad, what is this place? A warm grin grew across his father's face. A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together. Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. That's up to you. Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me. Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. I think so. His father pulled him in for an embrace. Time to go, Buckaroo. Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Are you in there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Oh shit.
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small.
Okay.
Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Oh. Stop right there. Or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. He grew a little. Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now, or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it's really you, prove it. Flaming chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where did they take you? Don't know, threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think I was underground, in an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower, but bears can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet too? Dang, Pa just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ooh. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome. Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched. I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger. Ha!
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
Pa, pa, pa. I'll take them all on. Oh shit. Hey fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Ah! Take over. Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know, this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. I had to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca? This is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Becky said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. Our first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay, just need to play it cool. And hope no one notices. Notice what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is going to take forever to grow out. You were the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took you less by heart. Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is, him and his weird cult of personality. You're not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains, you'll get used to it. You can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Great. Can we get back to the story now? This next part is the important bit. I have this radio. I upgraded with my mom and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Modewell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? The work must be complete before the festival. I'll make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about those ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her. Long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the end game, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to Perennial Harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay, just for a bit. Oh? It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. And rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Well, I skipped it. I'll bet you in to make things run smoothly. Not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. We are only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr's the top banana at Perennial Harvest. You sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field. What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. It's 2 days away. Won't you just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So she's not coming out. We gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome map from my mom's PH orientation day. Oh my goodness, I cannot read anymore. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like fuck. Look, here's the reception area. Here's a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist. Amazing.
Chapter 6. The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat, a modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Okay, guys. We just get through this dialogue and then we make a break for today. Well, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. And how do you plan to explain your new...
Vaguely
Oh yeah.
Rolo's sizable figure.
Circumstance. Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive, she won't even
Beck
notice.
snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nelly is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Joff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I think of
They
something.
each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Enlist the help of Joff. Okay, guys. Enough of this. Enough of this. 1 second. Oh, wait. I have to close this first. Alright. I am done for today. I have streamed for 4.5 hours. I've talked to myself for 4.5 hours. I'll still have to cut this video. And I will see if it comes on today already or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, to be honest. And yeah, I will stream more this week. Maybe on Wednesday again. Maybe even tomorrow, to be honest, if I'm in the mood. And we will have the end of the game. And then finally we can play another game. Because this game kind of gets to my nerves, not gonna lie. It's a little too long for a little too little... not enough progress. So, kind of excited to see the end there. So yeah, we'll see each other tomorrow, probably. Bye bye.